What if the moment your heart stops beating is not necessarily the moment your story ends? For centuries, humans have wondered what happens in the moments immediately after death. Does consciousness disappear? Does the mind simply go silent? Or could something continue, even after the body stops responding? Some modern research has recorded brief periods of brain activity around the time of cardiac arrest. And people who were clinically dead and later revived have sometimes described extraordinary experiences. A feeling of peace, a sensation of leaving the body, a journey through darkness, or a brilliant light waiting somewhere ahead. But are these experiences evidence of an afterlife? Science doesn't have a definitive answer. And that is where an ancient question becomes even more fascinating. What if ancient wisdom was asking the same question thousands of years ago? Let's explore what science can tell us, and what ancient traditions have believed. When the heart stops pumping, blood circulation to the brain is interrupted. Without sufficient oxygen, brain function can become severely impaired. But the transition from life to irreversible death is not necessarily an instantaneous switch. In some cases, researchers have observed brief electrical or neurological activity around the time of cardiac arrest. Exactly what this activity means, and whether it can be connected to conscious experience, remains uncertain. This is one reason near-death experiences remain so fascinating. People who were later revived have reported seeing themselves from outside their bodies, hearing voices, experiencing intense peace, or moving toward a bright light. But there is an important distinction. These experiences are real experiences reported by people. That does not automatically mean science has proven that consciousness leaves the body or travels into another realm. Researchers continue to investigate possible neurological and psychological explanations. And then we reach the spiritual perspective. Some Hindu traditions view death not as the destruction of the self, but as a transition. The physical body comes to an end, while the Atman, the deeper self or soul, is understood to continue its journey. According to this spiritual worldview, the soul does not carry wealth, social status, or possessions into the next stage. Instead, karma and the impressions created by one's actions are believed to shape what comes next. In some Hindu philosophical traditions, death is therefore not the end of existence, but a passage between different stages of the soul's journey. And this idea is not unique to India. Tibetan Buddhist traditions also contain detailed teachings about the stages that consciousness is believed to pass through after death. But here's the crucial question. Does ancient spiritual wisdom describe something that science will one day discover? Or are these completely different ways of understanding the mystery of death? We simply don't know. And one thing must be made clear. There is no established scientific rule that says the soul remains conscious for exactly 7 minutes after death. The first 7 minutes is a compelling way to explore the mystery, not a scientifically proven timeline. What science can study is the body, the brain, and the experiences people report around clinical death. What happens to consciousness beyond that remains one of humanity's deepest unanswered questions. Perhaps the most fascinating part is this. Science asks, what can we measure? Ancient wisdom asks, what continues beyond what we can see? And somewhere between those two questions lies a mystery we still haven't solved. Maybe death is the end of consciousness. Maybe consciousness continues in a way we don't yet understand. Or perhaps reality is far more mysterious than either possibility. So let me ask you, if your final breath came tonight, what would matter most to you? The life you lived, the people you loved, the things you achieved, or the possibility that your journey might continue beyond this body? Tell me what you believe in the comments. And if you want to explore the mysteries of the soul, consciousness, reincarnation, and what may lie beyond death, subscribe to the Soul Archive. Because sometimes, the greatest mystery isn't how life begins, it's what happens when life ends.